guys, welcome to my Sunday stream. Today we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. I have seen other people play it. I have never played it myself. And I have actually not watched a whole playthrough. I've just seen bits and pieces of it. So this is what we are doing today. I have been told there is some sensitive content moments. So I do have that in the hashtag. Hiromi VTT, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Hey, how's it going? We are going to get started here, and I hope you enjoy it. So it throws me right in here. Follow you on X, filming back, much appreciated. Your model looks so good. Thank you. I had a fellow streamer, Piplet Sam, and he's in my background. He helped me design my little VTuber guy. I'm doing very well today. Thank you. What am I clicking on here? Oh my god, do I have to actively turn the page?
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
There we go. Now
I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Alright, I have never played this. I've seen bits and pieces of it played. Oh my god, she walks so slowly.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Cute little mailbox.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Jeez. Why your model is PNG? I think your model good looks with rigging in 2D. It's PNG because that is what my friend could do, and I cannot afford to pay anyone to rig a 2D model for me. Not at the moment. I am broke AF.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Like, no money. I just walked into it. Okay. There we go.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Alright, please let me know if you can't hear something. If I'm not being loud enough, or if the game music is not loud enough. Oh my god, I'm lost. Which way do I go? This way? Nope. Okay, no, it's not gonna let me go that way, so I just go straight then.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh, I see, yeah. That's the unfortunate part about being an adult.
The answers to.
May I know how much you paid for this model? Because I'm new in this market. Because Piplet Sam is my buddy, he did not charge me for it, even though I kept offering to pay for it. So I got this one for free.
As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Missing poster on the ground. My commissions are very cheap. I charge usually no more than 40 USD. That's not too bad. 40 USD is pretty good. That's about, what, 60 Canadian, Sam? Yeah, about 60 Canadian. So that's not bad. That's pretty good pricing.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Piplet Sam? Piplet Sam is my buddy and another He's the one who drew my little VTuber there.
Now, as a
Um,
17-year-old,
he is
I knew
another
exactly
streamer.
what
He's
those words were.
also technically a small
I was
streamer, but
afraid of
he
the
has a lot
house.
more followers than I do. You going on the back door or the front door? Door? Does it matter? Oh yeah, crawl in the back door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
In the garage. Oh, good. Yeah, Sam is a lot of fun to watch too. He's a little more chaotic, a lot more dramatic in his screaming.
For the first time in years.
It's all in good fun, though.
It is all in good fun, yes.
You can show up to my stream and bully me. I do not give a shit.
I felt like I was home.
My God, there's books everywhere.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
So many books.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Molly got so much salmon.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Only one restaurant delivers and it's Chinese food. Sam's dream come true. Does it matter which way I go first?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Alright.
Like I said, it's literally story heavy.
Would you like to see my work on X, dude? I will most likely check it out after stream. I'm probably not going to have a look at it during my stream here, but I will be sure to check it out
My
after.
mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Sure, no problem. You're free from stream, then check. Yeah, I'll have a look after stream. Can I get follow back? Then I show you. I will have a look after stream, like I said, and
Even the
we'll see.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
There is so much to look at here.
Yep.
My God, detail in this is amazing.
Oh yeah, this is a not scary story heavy game.
I like that it has the little interactives like opening the doors and
Great-Grandpa
turning the music
Sven
box
built a
crank.
music box for Barbara,
Maybe just like a
along with
Yeah.
the rest of the house.
Thanks, Sam. The collectible bugs on the wall are a little weird though.
well, there's lots of people. Nope, sorry.
Right.
So if you want to find it,
Kitchen. Check out the front door.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Actually, your DMs is off on X. Oh, I did not realize that it's turned off. I will, I'll sort that out after stream. I'll have a look at it after stream. I'll figure that out later. I'm just gonna focus on my stream at the moment. upstairs. There's a door back over here.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Key is not to the basement.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
There's Edie and there's Edith. Two different people. That's interesting. Because you play as Edith Finch, don't you?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Play as Edith Finch. This is her old childhood home.
Wow, literally boarded up the bedrooms.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
There's so many books.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, cannot go up to the third floor. Went down that hall. You're like an upstairs aquarium, or is that just wallpaper? Oh, I think it's just wallpaper.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
That's really cool, actually. Can't interact with the
I think my
flip
mom
over rug.
sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Why would you lock a copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh,
You end up.
Now it was time to find
No
out what
kidding.
my mom had been afraid
locked book is not actually a book. Huh.
of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
That's
Reading
cool. You
this,
can actually see
maybe
the
it
hands
sounds
when you're
like I had a
crawling
plan.
around.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh wow. Hidden bedroom, or
Just
just
like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
into the one of the locked house, or into one of the locked bedrooms? Are you laughing at me back there? Oh my god.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
I do a good game.
Molly's gerbil
You
had a tiny
do.
bedroom with its own, even tinier gerbil cage.
Ah, my leg is twitching. Don't tell me that. I want to hold off thinking about that as long as I possibly can.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's so pink. There's a partially dissected starfish on the bench.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, there's a journal.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Nope, now I'm playing as Molly?
Yeah, you go through and you end up being
My Halloween candy was all gone.
as you
Oh.
go through, you get to see from the family perspective.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Eat the gerbil food.
Seeing the perspective of young Edith Finch.
Oh, okay.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Christopher the goldfish. God, why is it so dark? Hang on, before I go through that door.
Mom, can I come out now?
Got locked in the bedroom.
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Adjoined bathroom.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, don't eat. Oh, eat the toothpaste. Blah. Oh my god.
I ate a lot of things that night.
She's been left alone or something? Like, I don't know if she's home alone or whatever. I think she literally has...
I mean, we rattled the doorknob to the outside and Mom said to go to sleep. So there's somebody home with her. I can't do anything else here. We've eaten the gerbil food, the berries off of the mistletoe, and the toothpaste.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Oh no, you're gonna eat the bird? Please
It
don't
was
eat
a
the
barn
bird.
swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
That's worse than you think.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh my god.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh, this is so weird. Wait, where did the bird go? What?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Where am I supposed to be? Oh, there it is. Trying to follow the bird.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Oh god. This is very strange.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Where did she go? I can't even see the bird now.
You just got
Oh. I hear it.
I gobbled her up,
And fell from the tree.
and suddenly I was an owl.
Oh jeez.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What? I'm already so confused.
Rabbits.
Am I supposed to try and catch a rabbit?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Catch.
Go on!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh, that's so gross.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark in a tree? What is happening? Oh my god. This is so strange.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Right across the road in front of
Now,
the...
I was hungrier than ever.
Oh my god.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
So weird. What is happening? Okay.
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh my god. Am I a snake now? What's happening? I'm so confused. I can't actually go anywhere. I'm just this. This looks more like a tentacle than a snake. Oh, the sound is so
Now I was a
disturbing.
monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh no,
I
we're
was
gonna eat a
big,
person.
but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Just eating all the people in this ship.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I
Oh,
swam
boy.
towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
bad feeling about this. Did I just come
got
back out in my
closer
own
and closer.
house? Oh god, yeah, I did.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh my god, this is so strange.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Heard a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
How much is it gonna ruin the immersion?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole
It's more
man
what?
living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Oh,
You can see a lot of crazy shit in it,
uh-huh.
and by the end of it, you realize the crazy shit really was crazy.
Oh my god.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long,
It's the
long
perfect
time.
You're having fun with your felted fox there.
Well, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
One
Mhm.
summer, they evacuated the island,
Yes, I do know
but
this.
Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
So maybe the ears are different. They made the perfect little ears. Well, I'm gonna show you what the fur looks like. Look at what the fur looks like.
Yeah, that's adorable, Sam.
It's so perfect. It's got a little indent.
That's amazing. It's so cute.
It's so perfect.
Sam is making a little felted,
When Edie told
needle
people
felted
Sven
fox
was
behind
killed by
me.
a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Yeah, well, I want to
She could have, but she didn't.
this is my
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Nothing will hurt you, nothing will jump out at you, nothing. There's just a part where the music gets really ominous. It made me uncomfortable, then I realized it's not there.
Okay.
So, I will warn you about that now.
Odin's daughter Edie,
Not like, oh my
with
God,
husband
what is that?
Sven
What is
and
going
baby
on?
Molly,
Nothing.
step ashore on their new home,
Good
Orcas
to know.
Island.
I want to tell you that now because I don't want you getting.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
It's not.
Okay.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh my god, pink bathroom. And fuzzy. There's some serious shag carpet on the bathroom floor.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
God. So pink.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Interesting. Ooh. Secret room.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Interesting. Report Sam, report Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, I've seen this clip.
My brother said he'd
Swing.
die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Oh man. Oh, I don't like heights, and even in video games, like, heights throw me off, so this freaks me out a little bit.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh my god. What'd you say?
then maybe he'd still be here.
Oh,
But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
there goes. Oh god.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he
Launch
did.
himself into the water. Yeesh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Interesting. 11 years old, launched himself off a cliff. Freaky.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
No kidding.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Hang on, I feel like there was something else back in the room to look at before I go to the next space. Go up these stairs? Oh, I can go up these stairs. Is there something up here? No. Okay. Nothing up here to interact with. On to the next room.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh man, through the wine cabinet. That's kind of cool.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Little actor.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Hmm.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it
America's
The
most
Surprise
unfortunate family.
Ending
Oh
of
jeez.
Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend,
Oh boy.
Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
How do you slip
Barbara
into a table
got
saw?
stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh my god, the comic panels that you get to play through is so weird. Ooh, I get to beat people up with a crutch. Bloody handprint. Freaky doll.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
The old Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh my god. Smack him.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out,
Lambs him back.
but she kept a little something to remember him by.
The crutch.
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh boy. Not gonna end well.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
He's quite smashing. What?
And young he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
God, this is
That
so
night,
weird.
she played her part beautifully. she sensed the story might not be over yet.
The fact that this is in comic panels is so strange. It is pretty cool. Oh, body's gone.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Barbara gonna die.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But
Got eaten by monsters.
so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
God. Ear in the music box.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
My god. So strange. Anything else in this room to interact with? It seems like it. Get out of here. Really want to go back in here? I feel like there should be a different way out of her room other than back through the toy chest. Or is that crazy? What? Yeah. Doesn't seem like it. Let's go back in here.
It's funny. I guess
All those
now I
times
know
I
why
played
Mom
with the
didn't
music
like me
box
playing
and
with the
never
music
found
box. The basement key.
Oh, I see. I went back through the toy chest. It wants me to go and play with the music box. Okay. Back downstairs. Yeah, there's the basement key. Alright, into the basement.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Mm-hmm. Tetanus shot for in the basement. Understandable. Everything in here looks rusted. Not much to interact with in here.
Every little thing was in the next picture.
Yeah, I'm realizing that. It's
I
just
saw
figuring
Edie
out where
sneak down to the
everything is.
basement once, carrying packages.
What's that? It was. Doesn't take it off my
I
screen.
thought
though.
maybe she was hiding presents.
Hmm?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Why is there a steel door? God, it's so dark. I can hardly see. The lights.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
God, why is it so
She
dark?
said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
I might
If
have
there's a
to.
pattern in all these stories,
Okay, graphics, brightness. See if that works.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Underground bunker. Oh, another letter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
In the bunker for 30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
12 p.m. earthquake. Then you eat peaches. Oh my God.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
No earthquake.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
My god, the bunker goes even further.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Nope.
Whatever's
Train
out
track.
there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one long day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
That was not the sun. You got run over by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
It was a journal.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Yep. I'm realizing that. Yep.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Here's the path.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
It's like adult Edith Finch talking to
I think the people in these stories
like her
believe
children?
them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just
Right.
gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Okay. Right. Okay, we're gonna pause here for 5 minutes. Take a 5-minute little intermission. I've realized I did not change my intermission screen, but that's okay. We'll change it on the go here. I'm going to get up, stretch, refill my water bottle, and we'll be right back. my stretch and my little bit of move around there, and let's get back to what remains of Edith Finch. Heading down to the beach, apparently.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh, jeez. 3 gerbils were mine, 2 had been my fault. Zopey, Lopey, Fopey, Chirpy, Bopey, Dopey, and Dopey Jr. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. Why do all the gerbils have Erpy in their name? That's so weird. Bailey, Bob, Oliver, Shadow, Christopher the Goldfish, Shotzi. Interesting. Man, I think I would be more creeped out by a pet cemetery than a person one, too.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, Calvin Finch, Ben, Edie, Walter, Barbara. Each of them has a little thing on it that's like signifying their favorite things. That's kind of cool.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you played it. Brother, sister,
Right.
Her dad
So
had been
many.
pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Sam, and Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar. The rest are Finches. Lewis, Milton.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
He wanted to make Edith run because she moves so slowly.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh, the sunken house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Interesting. treehouse.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh, jeez. "22 weeks pregnant and climbing all over the place." Nope. Oh, there's a ladder at this side of the block.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, letter on the desk, but I want to look around the room first.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Did there meet cat on the TV? Okay, let's go look at that letter. Not a letter, it's a photograph envelope.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Who am I supposed to be taking a picture of?
Of the people. Take a picture of the dad. Take a picture of the daughter. If the people are
Looking at a lake, there are no people.
should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I
I
definitely.
found him.
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail with deer.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
I forgot everything, but it's not progressing. I did take a picture of him. Yep. The deer? The deer's supposed to be dead? Here, all of the camping equipment. Bird on the line with the socks. Can't move over enough to take a picture of the tent. I feel like I've got everything. I can't find anything else. Maybe? I'm like stuck. I'm pretty sure I got everything.
Lacey,
I did the deer.
come in. Over here. Take a picture.
I did.
Before you
What?
take
I
the
already
shot, let me
took
get
a picture of the deer.
You need to get that first.
Oh. Oh, her
Dad,
taking the. I see.
Just breathe. Turn off your...
And then we're shooting.
Let me get behind you.
The deer?
Do I have to do this?
Oh, I
Don,
see. You took her
you don't
out.
have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great
Right.
shot, Don!
Oh. It's so sad.
Oh yeah?
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, I have to actually walk myself up there now.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
What? I see. I have to get up there before the timer goes off.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, jeez. It was still alive enough to throw him off the cliff. Shit. That's real unfortunate.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. Oh, into the insulation in the attic. Ready to eat meals.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Little baby room. Ooh, divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh my god, I'm playing as a baby now.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to...
Oh, did the baby drown?
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh no, baby's gonna drown. Oh shit.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh my god. Yeah, he totally drowned. He only lived a year. Oh man. That is so sad. Oh.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
The poem
The wind picked up, and
does not
panicked
want
geese
to interact
appeared
with
and quickly
the
went.
for the photos. So
But all the
just
humans
fingers
did
everywhere.
that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to us was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
These are such tragic tales.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Again, the story of it.
I mean, in a way, they are good. It's just sad.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Little rooftop garden.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
What? Did you make one? Nice.
And for a while, things were good.
They make 2 and a baby.
Almost normal.
Okay. He's so cute.
Little leg.
That's awesome, Sam. That looks so good.
You're a little sleepy.
That's amazing. Make another one.
You're
Make
a little
dad.
tuckered.
Be like mom, dad, and a baby.
You're a little tuckered.
Sleeping in the Steam Deck case. There you go. In front of the screen on the stack of Post-its. Yes. That's awesome. Successful little fox felted dude. Little schoolhouse.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie
Yeah,
gave
just see
him a
what you're
castle.
doing. I know, I'm just looking. Milton got a little lighthouse bedroom. Quite the painter.
Oh, there's like so many kids. You haven't realized it.
I am realizing.
From all the fucking corpses and stuff.
Yeah.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Whoops. Flip art is always so impressive to me.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
If you notice though, you face a doorway and walk through it. You find that doorway painted in his room.
Is that what you're supposed to go through next?
I don't think you can go through it, but I know that. I can't remember if you can go through it, but I do know. Before I'm sure it's painted in his room.
Yeah, there's like a brick door painted in his room.
Painted next to him.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't say that he died.
No, he just disappeared.
Disappeared.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I hate this part. This part makes me sad.
With the boat?
Talking about how her brother got a job at the camera.
Right.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Very neon. No, don't go back out just because I looked over there.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Yeah. Figured that
Dear
out
Mrs.
by the
Finch,
giant bong
as
on the
Lewis's
table.
psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see
Yeah.
it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son
whatever.
to seek treatment
Close
for
enough.
substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
Mine began to what?
wander.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a person. Good God.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats and toads.
Dragon, that's pretty cool.
And things that had not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
So
I worried
bizarre.
about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Like taking over more and more of the screen.
It seemed very promising at first.
Oh no, he cuts his hand off, doesn't he?
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh no.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Taking so much
He no
of my
longer
focus.
spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Nope. Comes off.
were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, this is so weird.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
This is so hard to focus
New
on.
Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Just lost himself. Oh man, that's real sad.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful prince.
beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows. We're gonna make them gay as possible.
radiant rainbows.
I missed the second rainbow. Probably doesn't matter if I go through the rainbows or not.
He followed the sound of his
Silver heart.
silver harp.
Oh my god, it's so hard to focus on doing the fish and the
His
mini
chase
game.
led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
If you keep chopping. I'm getting stuck on things because I'm
But
trying
he was
so
so
hard to
proud
focus.
of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh man, that was so hard to focus on. I'm sure it does. Oh man.
I've done it. I've done that one though. Really easy. It's sad.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, is he gonna shove him onto the belt? Oh man, I don't know if I want to do this.
Nope. Won't. Just as far as we can go upstairs.
He's not even moving the fish anymore.
You see behind the eye? You see the name?
Finch?
What is that? Yeah. That's Lewis. That's
Yeah.
who you were just.
No, I know. I figured that much out.
I still thought I could save him.
I don't
Even
know if I
after
should be
he
watching
said he
up
was being
there or
crowned
back
king
behind me.
over all the lands of wonder.
Okay.
The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Holy crap.
His prince waiting, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Oh no.
Bend
He
down
cuts his head off. Oh my god.
rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He cut his head off in the fish cutter.
My brother was really cool.
Oh
I wish you could have met him.
God. Oh, shit.
I told you. This person cutting off his hand.
No kidding. Oh, man. That is so sad.
He lost reality. He didn't know.
No kidding. Oh.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Those packing peanuts.
But I understand why we left.
That's why that's one of my saddest parts.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lost of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was slipping down that.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Jesus.
Yeah?
Maybe I should have come
it's
sooner.
A good game. Not scary, but depressing.
No kidding.
It made me sad.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith's own story now.
Can you tell she got shorter?
Yeah, I was gonna say, all of a sudden I'm tiny.
You're a kid now.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
So short now.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Oh, man.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things.
Here in the fog.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Here's the old house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
And
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
ripped the book.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Everybody's dying.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Oh, she's talking to her unborn
If we
baby.
lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
Okay.
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, damn. Edith also died. Probably. Yeah. It just said her, it just said Edith Finch, her, birth year and death year.
You get like kind of busted eyes on though.
Yeah, he did. I thought you said everything gets explained at the end. Everybody just... You're just following through their death.
Yep. A lot of them suffered from mental illness. A lot of them were abused by their friends and used, such as the actor girl.
Right.
She ended up in a situation of the people that she thought were her friends for her job were monsters.
Right.
They did some unholy R-word shit to her and killed her.
Right.
Everything is explained if you pay attention to the notes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
I'm pretty sure the grandma was dead when they came to get her.
Yeah.
Because they said that she was gone.
She said she was gone.
But I don't think she left. She said she wasn't going to. So I think she killed herself in the house. So, good old Sudoku. In the case of Lewis, he was struggling with the death of his brother and ended up losing grasp on reality and killed himself.
Don't chew my cord, cat.
Everything does get explained. It's just
You have to pay really close attention.
you have to get posted. It's fucking depressing.
It is. This is really depressing. This is the first time seeing all the way through to the end.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of it. Damn.
It's sad.
That's very sad.
Baby drowns.
That one I figured out right away.
Baby drowns. That's the mom. It's more focused on hating and taking care of her baby.
Yeah. And the phone call and oh man. Yeah, that was that's a heavy story. Holy crap.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
The little girl, one that thought she was a cat.
Molly.
She was schizo.
That's what I was thinking too.
Schizophrenic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for her.
Shit that she shouldn't. She had a mental disorder that caused her mind shit that she shouldn't. And she, I think, ate something that she shouldn't.
Well, she ate the holly berries. Holly berries are poisonous.
Yeah. And even if those were fake, that's just straight plastic going in her stomach.
Yeah.
So, she started hallucinating and died.
Yep.
Because of the berries.
Yep.
So.
Oh my god.
The artist boy
Milton.
ran away,
Yeah.
but I don't think he lived.
Well, they never found his body.
I think he died. I think he ran away to the woods because it doesn't know the I think he ran to the woods. And
They live
died.
on an island. You can only go so far.
It's the ocean.
I suppose.
Let's not forget, little guy deciding that he finally wanted to fly.
That one freaked me out a little bit. I don't like heights, so that one freaked me out a bit. I could replay the different scenes.
What are the family members you got in there?
Lewis, Milton, Edith, Dawn, Gus, Gregory.
Okay.
I think I got everybody, didn't I?
Kay?
Do the leaves have their own stories? I thought that's just who they were married to.
Maybe.
I think that's just who they're married to, because Sven was married to Edie. Sandy's married to Dawn. I think Kay was married to Sam.
Sam hid away, didn't he?
Sam's the one that fell off the cliff when the deer didn't die.
Hid away?
Walter hid away. Walter was under the ground.
Yeah, he reclused.
Yeah.
And one day he wanted to come out, and I didn't.
Yeah. Got run over by a train. Yeah, I think I got everybody. Man, that is rough. The fact that Milton is a cartoon is interesting to me, because everybody else had their pictures on wood. Milton did too, so why did she draw him as a doodle?
He was. He's the doodle guy.
True.
All they did was art, disappeared into the painting. It's how he drew himself, so it's how she drew him.
That makes sense. Well, now I need to go and do something more cheerful so that I'm not depressed. But thank you so much for joining myself and Piplet Sam's commentary in the background. And if you liked the stream, drop me a follow